What's good, loved ones? Sliding in here again in front of y'all again, man. Um, gotta excuse me, I got to get me a little water going on here. Feeling a little parched, if you get what I'm saying. Um, I know we was talking the other day, and I was telling y'all that I had a number of videos that I wanted to do, but there's one specifically. I'd done one before on Shedeur with that whole draft debacle that happened. Excuse me, people, and where he was basically he fell. His draft stock fell real low, man, when he was projected to go in like the first few picks, but pretty much guaranteed the first round. And this the video that I did right here on that, and it's a little over an hour or whatever the case may be. But I covered a whole lot in that particular video. But this video right here, I want to go ahead and tap in on because there's a whole lot going on the subject where people feel that the Browns sabotaged, especially in that last preseason game. And that was just bananas how that whole thing went. And then the crazy thing about it today, the boys, the whole offensive line that they put out there with that kid, they waived all of them today. And they trying to say that they wasn't cooking the books and no damn shenanigans. Let me get this comment right here. Okay, what's happening, C Money? Happy to see you up in this thing. Appreciate you once again, family. Always good to see you. You know, had to give my man C Money a shout out. So I want to go ahead and go through this, man, because I think a lot of us are looking at this as if it's a race issue. And I really don't feel it's a race issue. Not saying that that don't have something to do with it with some people. And I want y'all to follow me on this because I'm going to show you something. This right here, for me, has to do all with money. It has to do all with money and them trying to stop the change that is coming. And it's kind of on that subject of the whole NIL thing. But like I say, I just want y'all to follow me on this. Like I say, this is going to be a good video, but you have to be patient and follow me throughout this process because I'm going to show you something. And I believe all y'all going to be able to agree at the end because there's a major shift that's going on. It's coming for the NFL. It's been happened a number of times. The last shakeup they had was with Kaepernick. And then you had old Jay-Z, however you want to look at him, that came in and saved them. But at the end of the day, can't nobody save him this time. I see C Money got on us here. You seen what just happened to his brother, and that's something that I want to speak on, C Money. You know what I'm saying? And he named himself, you see, I got the thumbnail, I got legendary, number 2 with the dollar sign. And sometimes we name ourselves legendary, and he's looking to be legendary on the football field, but his legend may not be there. His legend may be in being a martyr. Follow what I'm saying now. His legend may be in being a martyr. They're trying to get rid of that Sanders brand, okay? This is a brand, people. They need to get rid of it because this brand can destroy the NFL hierarchy. I see we got another comment here. And that's what y'all got to understand. This particular brand is dangerous. Browns fans, what's up? Listen to me. I'm the worst with names. Please forgive me. I'm gonna butcher it. I'll say Raul. Okay, hopefully I got that right. Forgive me if because I'm the worst with names. I'm gonna tell y'all. See, I couldn't spell my own name. I would Donald T. When I was in elementary, I could not spell my own name, so I got to admit. So I'm the worst with it. And listen now, I'll be the first to admit it. Browns fan has put away the sewing kit for the gold jersey for Shedeur. I want you to stick with me for a minute, Raul, and I hope you subscribe. I want you to stick with me on a minute with this, Raul, because I think you're gonna kind of get what I'm trying to what I'm gonna go at right here. But thank you for the comment. And Browns fans have to pay attention to what's going on as well. But I'm not gonna talk too much. Let me get on into some of these clips because I got quite a bit I'm gonna show y'all, but it's gonna take a twist. It's gonna take a twist, and it's gonna take for y'all to follow me on this. So let's go ahead and rock with what Eric Davis said. Eric Davis had something to say not too long ago about this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Raul. Eric Davis had something to say not too long about it. So let's go ahead and play this right quick.
And I'll tell you this much here, what I heard from someone that's in the NFL, that the NFL told other, don't draft him. Do not draft him. We're gonna make an example out of him. And this came from a very good source. And he said that, I won't say who, somebody called the Cleveland Browns and said, don't do that. Draft
really?
him. Yep, draft him. Don't do that. Because they weren't going to draft him either. They weren't going to draft him.
Now, see, when this first happened, and I was telling people, I said, they are not going to let him go undrafted, because they do. You start hearing a whole lot about that Kaepernick conspiracy thing that was going on. And people started drawing comparisons, Stephen A. and other people. I say they're not going to let this boy go undrafted, because if they do, they're going to cause a problem for themselves. People didn't believe me. And in the 5th round, he got drafted. I said, you know what? The NFL just blinked. That's what I said. The NFL just blinked. And I said that right in this video right here that I did. I did a live on it right around that time, and it was about an hour long. And I talked about all this in that particular video. I see the comment, give me a minute. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people got to recognize. This is much bigger. We're in a different era where this hierarchy of individuals can't do the same things that they were doing. Now, I'm going to state a number of things in this. And again, this ain't about no race. I've told y'all off rip. I don't feel this has nothing to do with race. I feel this has to do with marketing, money, and brands. The Sanders is a brand. And like towards C Money just said about what was done to Shiloh. I think they wanted to get rid of Shiloh too. But they didn't have no way they could get rid of him without causing a problem with the mob. What I mean, the mob. It's like the amphitheaters of Rome. What did Rome do? Rome fed the mob. Rome knew it had to please the mob. And the governmental system would feed whoever to the mob, because the government's first interest, not in government per se or institutions' first interest, is its own survival. So what happened? They told the Browns not to sign to Deshaun Watson and give him that huge contract that they gave him. But they went ahead and signed Deshaun Watson and gave him all that guaranteed money. So as Shedeur started sliding, because they want to push him right on through the actual league and get rid of him, they seen too much blowback was happening. They called the Browns and called in a favor, drafting. That's why the Browns, Kevin Stefanski and all them was looking like a funeral just happened, because they made them draft Shedeur. You heard what Eric Dickerson just said. They made him draft the Shedeur. They didn't have no choice. What did they say? Y'all the worst team in the NFL right now. You drafting. What do we call it? A lot of times we with our homeboys. You got a young lady you want to talk to. She got a friend that's not as. You hit your man and say, listen, man, take it for the team. And that's what it was. They told the Browns to take this for the team. Let me get these couple of comments. Now I'm going to move through this thing. It's going to get heavy. You know what I'm saying? I see you, Raul. Okay, you heard what I said about Eric Dickerson. That's what's up. What else you got, Raul? Nothing personal, but he went 13 and 12 against Kent State talent. Okay, listen, Raul. And this is why I want you to pay attention, Raul. I see you got something else. Okay. Raul got Browns drafted him for jersey sales. And Raul, you saying what I'm saying right here. That boy is a brand. Most people that come into the NFL or drafted into the NFL, they really don't have much name recognition. And if they do, it's okay. His father built him into a brand. When Deion Sanders went with all them guys, what he started taking their names, putting it on the back of their practice jerseys, making them YouTube or making them different type of handles for the internet, so they could post up stuff to make money off of the side. So what Deion Sanders was doing is telling the boys, come play with me, take a chance with me. I'm going to have my son shoot you and put footage up there. If you perform good, people going to click on your videos and you're going to be able to make extra money through these different handles with these different social media websites. Deion Sanders is over there building brands, and that is a threat to the industry. Shedeur Sanders don't need the NFL. Shedeur Sanders already made 14 or however million before he got into the NFL. His name is a brand. Okay, I don't want to go too far. You know what I'm saying? Where you at, Raul? Okay, you with me? But Raul, hold on a minute. I got something for you now. Hold on a minute. Okay, what we got? we got Randy here. What's up with your family? I ain't seen you before. Tap in, man. Give me some likes and thumbs up out there. Some of y'all consider subscribing or whatever, because I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all some good stuff. Okay, why is there 30 live feeds talking about a Browns quarterback every day for the last month? Because there is a demand for it, Randy. There's a demand. And this is the problem the NFL is dealing with. They've never had a behemoth like this coming to the NFL. That's already a brand. He has a set fan base already, and they're raising pure D hell over him. They're raising pure D hell. How do you get a 5th-round draft pick, Randy, that has the highest selling jersey sales in the damn country over the #1 pick? That's why I'm telling you. This has nothing to do with race and has everything to do with the bottom line. Now, Randy, I'm getting ahead of myself. And I told Raul I wasn't going to do this. But Randy and then C Money know what I'm talking about. What happens if Shedeur succeeds and then he say, you know what? I don't only want to be paid for what I do on the field. My name is a brand. You're making money off me. So I want money, like what his father's doing, off the seats, people to come in here on these seats. I want money off of similar to an MIL situation. Follow me, Randy. We're cooking over here. We're cooking. See, Money already know what I'm talking about. And see Money, back to the Shiloh thing. They was looking for a reason to get rid of Shiloh, but they don't want the problem that the Browns is getting from the mob. Okay, but the whole thing is he swung on somebody, you push him on out, and whew, you get rid of that problem. You don't got the mob attacking you, and your brand ain't taking no hit. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes the moment is too big for certain people. This moment is too big for Shiloh. But Shedeur was made for this moment. Understand, the legendary may not have nothing to do with football, Randy. It may end up being because he was a martyr. That's why you see in the thumbnail, I got a crown of thorns right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to read a few more of these comments and I'm going to get on through some more of the show because I got to let y'all see this so y'all can see it for yourself. Raul, what you got? Get me to sub because you're not race baiting. Like it. No, listen, I'm not about race. At the end of the day, I'm going to call a ball. I'm going to call a strike. If somebody talking about race, black this and all that, and it ain't got nothing to do with it, I'm going to say it don't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're not saying, Raul, that there's not people out there like that. There are. You know what I'm saying? But I look at them as being in the minority at this point in this country. Excuse me, y'all, because my camera always go crazy when I do. Give me a minute. Okay, hopefully y'all can still hear me. You know what I'm saying, Raul? So that's the whole thing. I want to get to the buttress of what's really going on in this situation so people can see. You know what I'm saying? Because we're at a pivotal point in this country, and there's a divide that's, you know, I'm not for the woke stuff either. I'm not. I'm going to tell you, I'm not. And sometimes I think people hustle off of that. And I think I got a video on here later on that's going to show that. But it's starting to make it off into our sports, and you're starting to see a divide right here that's not good for the country. And at the end of the day, I think we all love America more than a whole lot of these idealism that's going on that's dividing us. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to make it too political. I just want to talk about what's happening. But I got you, Raul. I got what you're saying. What we got here? Okay, what's up, Thomas? I ain't seen your ass in a minute. Where you been at, nigga? Talk crazy to you. They better hope he don't leave the NFL and the XFL. I think that's probably what's going to happen, man. I think that's probably what's going to happen. But like I said, Thomas, I think the NFL hierarchy, these owners are trying to duck having to give up some of that branding money because that boy is a brand. You can't afford for him to come in and start performing well and doing well and then start demanding other money other than the labor part. Everybody know what a corporation, your lowest cost is the labor. Now, if he starts saying that, listen, man, I'm a brand, I'm putting butts in the seats. I want some of that money. Then what happened? You got to give everybody one. That's what I think this is about. And if that started to happen, Thomas, along with Raul, the people on the field, that's the labor, to end up in the owner's box. This is my whole point. I'm getting kind of ahead of myself, and I'm going to stop reading y'all comments in a minute. Y'all making me tell too much. What you guys see, money? I'm going to read these other comments, then I'm going to go back to the thing. You see, that's what I'm pointing at, see, money. You see what I'm saying. I think Raul get it too. Shiloh was undrafted. Personally, I believe Shiloh was one of them things where, what they call nepotism. Okay, you my son, so I'm still going to throw you on out there. I mean, at the end of the day, Shiloh's always had a bad temper. He's extremely aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But he's not Shedeur. Let's just be honest. And I think, you know what I'm saying, they, like I said, they just want to get rid of Shiloh without the problem from the mob. And this moment is too big for Shiloh. At that point, I seen the whole thing that Shiloh was being handled by that tight end that was like, what was that boy? 7 foot 800 or something. He was handling Shiloh like he was a doll, and Shiloh got upset. That's what that is. And he extended that arm. Hey, what can you really say at the end of the day if somebody say they don't want that on their team? You know. Okay, Raul, I see you once again. Okay, what we got, Randy? Well, if you call yourself legendary, you should probably be expecting criticism in the future. Well, see, here's the thing. Randy. Legendary, let's not get it mixed up. Legendary is a brand. This whole thing was set up to make money. That's why if you look at Legendary, you look at the number 2 and you see a $sign there. It was a brand because they recognized he had a fan base that was buying his product. You see what I'm saying, Randy? So we looking at this as traditional as just football. These people, or Deion Sanders, did not build this stuff as just football. And I'm going to show you what Deion Sanders did while he was still playing in college. He did something similar. Just be patient with me, Randy. I'm going to show you something. Okay, Thomas, see you over there. Thomas, your wife was on here last time, wasn't she? She was on here watching your butt, seeing what you was doing. Well, it's okay. Let me see. Especially when you've done nothing legendary. Listen, Randy, stick with me. Stick with me. I'm going to show you a perspective that I think that you will be interested in. Terrell Owens called a TD. Sons called. I didn't see that. What you get is I'm not seeing any product, but if you say so. Listen, Randy, all I'm asking you to do, we can agree to disagree. This is a channel where you don't have to agree to what I'm saying. It's not required. You know what I'm saying? But I want to show you something, and I just want you to take a look at it. You can still think what you think. There's nothing wrong with that. One thing about this, when we kick it over here, man, this is a free space, and we talk, man. We talk. We'll present our evidence, our point of view. You present yours, and hey, we can agree to disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just don't think this is about all on the field. But let me move through this. Because, you know, y'all excited bunch. Okay, let's go to this next one.
When we watched the draft, you wonder why Mel Kiper was going off the way he was?
Man, Mel was losing
his mind because he know good and well he was a top 3 pick in the first round. He knew that. We all knew that. If you watch the game of football, if you look at the quarterbacks that went before Shedeur, I mean, hello.
Ocho. This is what ED said. This is his full quote. I tell you this much. What I heard from someone that's in the NFL, that the NFL told teams, don't draft him. Do not draft him. We're going to make an example out of him. And this came from a very good source, a very good source. But apparently, Shedeur had fallen much further than anticipated, and some league officials called the Browns and forced them to take him with the 144th overall pick. He said that, I won't say who, somebody called the Cleveland Browns and said, don't do that, draft him. Because they weren't going to draft him either. They were forced into drafting him because somebody made that call to them. I heard a very similar situation with the Michael Sam situation.
Oh, yeah.
So this is not now I'm not saying that this is true. I'm not saying the Michael Sam's situation is true, but I did hear that there was a call, and it's funny that the Rams drafted the kid from Missouri.
He wasn't that good, huh?
I mean, some tried to make it about his orientation, but Ocho, if he could have got 15 sacks, hell, his boyfriend could have been a cheerleader. they wouldn't have gave a damn. Man, please. You know the NFL is a business. They buy, can you do whatever your position is, can you do it? If you're a quarterback, can you throw? If you're a receiver, can you catch? If you're a DB, can you break on the ball, knock the ball down? If you're a D lineman, Ocho, can you bend the edge? Can you get to the quarterback? I don't care. All that other stuff.
And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Now, see, some of y'all on here football fans. Y'all remember that boy Michael Sam, and y'all remember his you know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that. And you heard what Shannon Sharp just said. This is a business, man. And I know some of y'all will say, that's my point exactly. Well, you understand what I'm saying now. Now, me, I like Shedeur. I'm biased with Shedeur because I liked his father. Okay? And he kind of remind me of Brady, the way he thought. Brady, Joe Montana, but he a pocket guy. He has to play within a certain type of system. He can't get outside the pocket and throw and all that. Gabriel throws a better ball than he does. You know what I'm saying? Every ball he throw ain't gonna be a spiral. You know what I'm saying? So I get what y'all saying, but what I'm trying to point out to y'all is I see your comments. This is a business. And as he said, can you get Sam, the boy, y'all know what I'm talking about, that boy there. That boy there, if he could have got 15 sacks, what'd he say? They'd have made his boyfriend a cheerleader. They wouldn't have cared. But that's my point. This is a business, and this decision that's being made with Sanders is a business decision that's coming from the owners in the NFL itself because it's a threat to its revenue, and they have to stop this NIL type thing from possibly trying to creep into the NFL because the labor will become ownership. This is my premise here. Let me get these comments over here. And because y'all lively, man. I gotta get y'all to calm the hell down. Okay, we'll get here. Okay, Randy, what you take? Apparently, appropriately said, they want. That's all. Randy, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. This is business. But he's also a threat to the hierarchy and that whole monetary system that's being made between an exclusive group. Give me an opportunity to show you something, Randy. I think at the end of the day, you'll kind of get what I'm saying. You may not believe it. I mean, go for it totally, but you'll kind of see the basis of the point. Sounds like gossip, and I'm not a female. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that comment coming from, Randy. What else you got, Randy? I don't like these two cornballs either. Randy, I'm starting to think your ass don't like nobody now. Shit, damn, Randy. You got to loosen up some. Goddamn, Randy. What we got? Purse first. That's it. Purse first, man. That's all I'm talking about. No, I know who you were talking about, Randy. I know who you're talking about. I was just picking at you. That's it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to some more to say. I think I just had another comment pop up. I'm trying to okay. Okay, let's go ahead and slide on a few more of these so we can go on and move through. I don't want to keep y'all all night. Here we go.
We were the last to have black players, Alabama football. And Bear Bryant at the time, he was the coach for Alabama, and they were like, I think we need colored players. And and the alumni was like, we don't want no goddamn colored players. You don't need no colored players, goddamn. You better not hear no. I'm sure you know what they were saying, right? And then one day, Alabama was playing a team with colored players. And this is what they saw. What the hell was that? That was one of them colored players, coach. He's like, yo, let me get the phone. Yeah, we need some colored players. Why? Because to catch the other colored players. Shit.
Now, I got some of this stuff in here because we need to laugh a little bit while we go to people. We need to get laugh because, I mean, this subject has become a tense subject with all we got going on with Russia and China. Some goddamn, I don't know why the world is stuck on this over here, but we need to at some time, I mean, laugh a little bit and also be able to look at the buttress of what's going on. And like I say, take the race aspect out of it because I don't believe that's it. Even though people trying to land their plane there, I do not feel it, and I plan to show that right now. Let's move to this next one. Where we at? Here we go.
All right. Now the rest of you kids can go with those two losers,
Whoa,
right?
whoa! What the hell's going on over here?
Pick my team.
No, you can't take all.
I can't pick the.
You can't pick all.
Should I not?
You
pick?
know exactly what you've done. Okay, everybody back.
My point for showing these two last videos to show you that the integration was for monetary purposes. This whole conversation is going to be monetary purposes. As Shannon said, like Raul agreed with, even though he ain't the craziest about them, he said Shannon said it appropriately. If you can bend that quarter, get me 15 sacks. If you can, and then you can be of whatever orientation that you want. Your boyfriend can become a cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? Because these people only concerned with their bottom line. And I'm telling you that this kid right here, and the issue that's coming about because of his fan base can possibly cause an issue for ownership and their profit sharings. This is my whole point. We got a comment here. What's up, Mo? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's up with you? What up, though, family? I'm glad to see you got a chance to slide on in here. We looking at a little something. You know, I know you're going to catch a lot of that. Seem like you be damn near like Snake Eyes Benny from Harlem Nights calling the dice before they start rolling. You be seeing where I'm going. Just don't tell every goddamn thing more because you know how you get. For sure. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to dig a little bit deeper on this thing. Now I'm about to show y'all something. Don't get emotional. This subject is a financial subject. I just played two funny clips to show you why the integration happened in the first place. And this is an old video clip that I'm about to play from the 80s. And this particular coach ended up getting fired after stating this. Okay, we got one more comment. Let me grab this before I go. Oh, that's more over there clowning. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Don't get all emotional. Let's look this through.
If they take over coaching like everybody wants them to, there's not going to be anything left for the white people. I mean, all the players are black. I mean, the only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs. Now, I'm not being derogatory about it, but that's all that's left for them. The black talent is beautiful. It's great. It's out there. The only thing left for the whites is a couple coaching jobs.
Yeah, maybe we need to get more black coaches, don't you?
Oh, it's all right with me.
Okay, well,
I'm sure that they'll take over that pretty soon, too.
You want me to tell you why there aren't any black executives? I'm not going to tell you it's because the blacks aren't intelligent enough. I'm going to tell you because it is that whites have been running the establishment of broadcasting just as they've been running the establishment of baseball for too long and seem to be reluctant to give up power.
But let's say what it is, that there is a sense that the black can work in the field. He can work in the cotton field, he can work on the ball field. But ask a black to use his brain, run a team, plan a team, oh my goodness, you're talking about real integration.
Now, again, this is a sensitive subject, people. Let's not get buried in the weeds of the race mumbo jumbo. This is all economic. That coach that started off saying that, he lost his job for saying that, but he was being honest. And what I'm pointing at is now the ownership of the NFL is starting to feel threatened. The NFL itself now is starting to feel threatened. This is my point, people, that I'm trying to make with y'all. Understand, the money that them owners get, and a lot of them players, is money we'll never see in our lifetime. Them owners and the super elite or whatever, they don't give a damn about me and you. They just want what's in our pocket. Okay, and anybody that deals in business, you know, labor is the lowest cost. So anybody that's coming into as a brand is a problem. Is a problem. Now, he spoke about the coaches. What is Shedeur's father? He is now a coach and possibly creating other avenues for other coaches. Okay, there you go. See, Morby keep my mother. I didn't even know the damn man name. But you see, that's why we need more. Morby knowing all this shit. More know too much shit sometimes. I'm going to run his ass up out of here. I'm just joking more. Okay, so let's go and slide on this next one. This next one is the indication that, listen to this now.
It's like, hey, man, shoot, we don't want to let that engine that could get going, because if that engine that could get going, he going to start saying, I think I can, I think I can. And sooner or later, he going to start saying, I know I can, I know I can. Then sooner or later, he going to start saying, I did that.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all see where I'm going with this? I don't know where you at, Randy. You can get pretty goddamn quiet. You know what I'm saying? But you see where I'm going with this. This is monetary, man. But hold on, I ain't done yet. We cooking. Let's go.
Now, I came there in '85 with a Thunderbird with license plate that said prime time, '85 Thunderbird, and my mama worked her butt off to afford the payments. And it was already prime from playing basketball in high school. So I took that name and just started building a brand. Like, you can hate me all you want, but you won't see me play. So I had a black book. Most people had girls' numbers in their black book. I had quotes in mine. I'm the best thing since peanut butter and jelly.
I got two more videos to play before I get to the one video that's going. This guy gonna spell out exactly what Deion Sanders did from his collegiate career all the way to where he is right now, and it's gonna help y'all see the premise of my actual point. We got another couple of comments here. Let's grab them. Okay, there go my man Randy. Where you at? Never looked at it that way. See, that's what I'm saying, Randy. See, that's what I'm saying. We all got to sit down and talk sometime, man. We all got to sit down and talk sometime. And that's what I about this race thing. People get to say black, white, this, and then you don't hear no more. You don't hear no more. You're not having a conversation. Well, we try to have more C Money and us on here. We try to have a conversation. And we don't have no problem with somebody disagreeing, but come with the facts. I brought a perspective to y'all that y'all wasn't thinking about. But I'm bringing some type of facts to show the buttress of the point, Randy. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. We'll get here more. He got fired by CBS after he made the comment. But he was telling the truth. That comment is timeless. It's being played. That was what, in the 80s, I think they said. Look, it's what, then it 40, 50 years later? That man was basically, black folks don't talk, is Auntie Cleo's son or something. This man called the dice, man. And that's what we're going through right now. This is all economic, people. Don't be fooled by the race conversation. The race conversation is to get people stimulated to possibly still make money. This is about that top 1% in an NFL not wanting to give up proper sharing and stopping that NFL mumbo jumbo from coming off into the league. And they probably blaming the Browns, saying, we told y'all not to sign Deshaun Watson, give that 200 and something million, all that guaranteed money. But Haslow, you did it anyway. Guess what? You're going to take this for the team. Because if you wouldn't have did what you did there, we wouldn't have this. That's what I think happening, people. And Shedeur Sanders is a threat. It ain't got nothing to do with him playing football or nothing like that. It is a threat. It's a credible threat because they're looking at what his daddy did. I'm about to show you what his daddy did. And about two more, what's names here? This is my baby here. What's up, baby? This young lady, we go way back, man. We go way back. We go back like car seats. We made a whole lot of money together. Whole lot of money. This is my baby here. How you doing, love? William was on here the other day. And I told him to tell you I love you or whatever. I hope you out there taking care of yourself, baby. For sure. That's my baby right there. I mean, we go way back. We got a long history. Okay, let's go ahead because I know Randy over there getting impatient. So let me go ahead and I'm about to show another video of the two guys you hate, Randy. Then I'm gonna show another. Then I'm gonna show that one that I need you to take a look at, and you're gonna see the whole thing clearly. Here we go.
They're doing what they do for clicks. We're doing what we do for wins. Oregon should be the last team considering they got 17,000 combination of uniforms. It was all about clicks.
These coaches need Deion on the field because they know recruiting is 90% of the game, and who's not going to want to come play for Prime.
The problem that I have is that when I started seeing on Twitter, I think Oregon and Coach Lanning speaks for all of us. And that's coded.
What do you mean Oregon?
It speaks for us.
Speaks for us. What does us mean? It's the undertones.
This goes back to Jack Johnson, to Muhammad Ali. Black confidence drives a lot of people crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because they want black people to like, you got a job, you make money, you got this position. Shh.
This isn't a Deion issue. This is the issue with whoever is up and winning at that specific moment. That's all it is.
Right. I think Coach said it best. He says, my confidence impacts your insecurities.
Now, I'm going to play this one video again. I'm going to play this one video with what you call him more, the Greek. With the Greek right here and what he said again, because this next point and what he said about the recruiting. Let me play this video, and I'm going to speak about the recruiting, where everybody know the College Court is all about recruiting. Let me play this again right here, then I'm going to get to y'all comments.
If they take over coaching like everybody wants them to, there's not going to be anything left for the white people. I mean, all the players are black. I mean, the only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs. Now, I'm not being derogatory about it, but that's all that's left for them. The black talent is beautiful. It's great. It's out there. The only thing left for the whites is a couple coaching jobs.
Yeah, maybe we need to get more black coaches, don't you?
Oh, it's all right with me. Okay, I'm sure that they'll take over that pretty soon, too.
Now, hold on. You heard what Ocho said about the recruiting. I'm going to get your comments in a minute. The recruiting for college football is important. Now, hypothetically, let's just say that Deion Sanders would have had his son go number 3 and Travis Hunter, I forgot what number he went. Or let's just say in the top 10, he'd have had 2 first round. That man would have cleaned the board with all top talent in the country. Now, don't forget the stink. And Randy, you should remember this. Don't forget the stink. And where Raul at? Where Raul, I hope your ass still out there too. Don't forget the stink that was made when Deion took Travis Hunter and he went to Jackson State. You had Saban, which is a good friend of Sanders, that came out and said like Deion was paying people. That caused a big uproar because he pulled the top talent from the people. This is all money. This is all money. Don't forget the college has been fighting against NIL type stuff for the longest because they will lose money. This is a monetary conversation right here. Ain't got a goddamn thing to do with no black, white, or nothing else. That's what it has to do with. And it has to do with them top 1% that's making all the money, feeling that there's a sea change coming and they may be on the back end of it. That the labor might go from the damn field to the damn box office. Y'all got to follow me on this. Now, I'm going to get these comments because y'all passionate. Y'all talking y'all ass off. Actually, y'all niggas talking too much. But I'm going to go and see what y'all got to say. And then I'm going to go and get Randy, I'm going to go and get that video I need you to listen to. Because when I play this one video, Randy, you're going to see exactly what I'm saying. Okay, where we at? My man Moore. My man right here. Yes, Shedeur is a threat. Financially bigger than his father. He had a brand. That's what I'm talking about, people. This ain't always got to be about black, white. Sometimes you got to look at the foundation of the conversation. This is a money conversation. This is a money conversation. Actually, I'm gonna do something right now. I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna skip the line on these videos. I'm gonna get the rest of y'all comments. Give me a minute. I'm gonna skip the line of comments. Let me show you what Shedeur said the other day after practice.
Yeah, I'm just excited for all of them. I gifted a lot of receivers the prime DT96s. You know, a couple of them had them on, so I just gifted a couple of the main receivers going into this game. You know, I gifted them some cleats. Some won, some didn't, but I was like, okay, this is just my little appreciation gift to them. Because they don't be having a lot in stock. So I couldn't do everybody. I wish I could.
He is his father's son. Marketing, branding. Look what he's doing. That's what the NFL got a problem with, because he got the power to do it. This man is a 5th-round draft pick, the top-selling fucking jersey, people. I skipped the line, but that'll show you, man, I got some stuff for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it's just to show you what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? What you got here, more? I'm going to catch up on y'all comments. Now you're going to start seeing other athletes looking for brand. That's what I'm saying. Where the hell you at, Randy? I know your ass still out there. I don't know, Raul might have took off. This is what I'm saying. See, Mar, I knew you were going to get it. Randy's starting to get it too. But I knew you was going to get it, Mar. That's the problem that they trying to stop. That's what the league can't afford. This ain't got nothing to do with that kid. So his whole legendary, let's just be honest. Shedeur's not a bad kid. He ain't like Shallow. He ain't a bad kid. He says all the right things, smile, good personality. He's not a bad kid. Let's just speak on the humane level. He's not a bad kid. And it's unfortunate. He comes along at the time and he say legendary thinking football. That legendary may not have nothing to do with football. That's what I'm saying to you, people. That's what I'm saying to you. They're trying to stop the way this is going. Carmen Carter. What's up, Miss Carmen? Happy to have you in here. Number 2, whatever. Listen, subscribe, give me some likes, thumbs up, and all that. And I hope you come back and fuck with us, Carmen. For real. Nice to see you up in here. Travis went, okay, two. Yeah, that's it, 2. Yeah, that's okay, Carmen. Yeah, get me on the shit. Yeah, he won 2. So imagine Travis Scott, Travis Hunter going 2, and then you have Shedeur going 3 or anywhere in the top 10. Deion Sanders, to Ocho's point, would have took all the top athletes in this country, would have ran the board. So it had a lot to do with that too. Now, don't forget the Jimmy the Greek, I think that's the name that Moore told me is, that he said 20 to 50 years ago, talking about black coaches. Don't forget what I played for y'all now. Look at this monetary thing that's being put down. Where my man Thomas at? See, Thomas know what I'm talking about. I didn't even think that. I'm telling you, Thomas, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is, man. This is what it is. This is a number game, that's more said. If he come along, he do that. Every other athlete gonna do it, man. That's what this is. Fear of and you said it, Carmen. But Carmen, I got a video at the very end that I'm gonna bring all this together. So you just come in here kicking it with us. More see money and all that. And Thomas, they'll tell you, we goes in here. But I'm gonna show a video at the end that's gonna help all. Well, actually, I got a few things that I'm gonna show y'all. But this video at the end gonna really bring it into perspective for y'all and let y'all see something that I show y'all ain't thinking about, because y'all niggas didn't even think about this. What we got? Oh yeah. Listen, more. Comment on us shit. Well, hey, but comment outshine him. I'm at the block. Comment, goddamn man. Yeah, I thought you was bad, more. Comment ain't no joke, boy. She cooking over there. What you got, Carmen? It's about the money, the facts. It's about the money, man. It's about the money, and it's about certain demographics of people waking up to their value. That's what's going on, people. You got a certain demographic of people that's waking up to their value. That's what this is. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we got see, Carmen, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Subscribe. Fuck with your boy now. Fuck with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Thomas, 24/7 likes is yeah, that's what I'm saying, Thomas. Tom, y'all heard Thomas? Look out for your man, man. I'm over here cooking. I got the fork bent and everything. I'm hitting that thing. I'm hitting that thing for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm bringing you a different perspective. Give me some likes out there. Give me some thumbs up. Appreciate you, Thomas. Appreciate you. What you got more? Yes, he was. Coach Prime out there in Colorado making a killing off all the brand equity and endorsement deal he has. That's what I'm talking about. College is where the real money. That's what I'm talking. That's what this is all about. But the problem is what Coach Prime is doing. No other coach is doing that. He making them pay him like the 360 deal inside of the music industry. Anything he touched. Nobody wasn't thinking about Colorado before he got there. You see what I'm saying? Now he brought the culture out. You see, so this is what's going on, family. This is about money. They know what his daddy doing. And they not about to let him up in there and do that same damn thing, man. That they're not about to do it. For those of you that haven't read the book about Willie Lynch, need to read it. It has applied for, it's applied for a while. You're right. You're right. Now, let me go ahead and cook a little more for y'all now. Okay, here we go.
Just stand up and turn around. He got his darn name on the back of his jersey. You can turn back around. Why we don't do that in the swag? Is it that expensive to put the darn name on the back of the jerseys? Don't you think his mama and them wanting to see their baby name on the back of the jerseys? Don't you think his siblings, his friends, his family, his loved ones? That's the kind of stuff we take for granted. I don't. I'm very detailed. That guy worked his butt off, did what he had to do, changed his whole composite of his thought process. We can at least put his darn name on the back of his jersey. How simple is that? What is that, an extra $5 a jersey? I'll take care for the whole swag if they do it.
Now, I know the majority of y'all out there thought that man just talking about that kid just need his name on his jersey, right? But Carmen and Moore know what I'm talking about. They didn't have no names on them kids' jersey because they were selling the product, not the kid. They didn't want to give that kid no money. So the kid can't say, listen, I'm out there and these people come to see me. No, you don't. Your name ain't on your jersey. That's what Deion was doing for them kids. Deion was building brands when they were trying to keep a brand from being built so a small demographic of people can benefit. Again, this has nothing to do with black, white, or any of that. It has to do with that top 1 or 3% that's trying to rob everyone. They don't care what color you are. They want your money. And if they can use your kid or whatever and make that money and sell a product to keep you from negotiating your value. I don't know if a lot of you, I don't know if Randy or Raul's still out there, but I know more probably remember that boy Ed O'Bannon or something, a college player a long time ago that tried to fight and they kicked him out of the college athletics, the basketball player, to try to make money off of his own likeness. You remember Madden and different games like that, 2K and all that. If you tried to demand, Jordan, they always had player 23. They never had his name on there because they didn't want to pay him. You see what I'm saying? Now, this next video is going to really give y'all the concept of what I'm saying, what Deion Sanders did a long time ago and what he's building. Let me grab this comment right here. Okay, what you got? Comment. I remember. Yeah. Okay, see, that's what I love. I love that when we get to kicking it with each other, man. We got to talk to each other, man. I love that. See, listen here. My man Moore, he got me. My man Moore, he got me. What do you say? Yeah, Ed O'Bannon, he played for you. You see what I'm saying? So this fight been going on a long time, but it's coming full circle now, people. It's coming full circle, and I need y'all to pay attention to that. Good look, more. I graduated from an SBCU, Hampton University. Don't get the money from London like the white school, so that's a problem for investing in our athletic programs. You know what I'm saying? So y'all see what Carmen had to say right there. But check out this next video I'm about to play, because Sanders was clearly before his time. Before his time, but he got it. Because you had Ed, like more just point, you got Ed and people like that. But check this out.
This is who you're going to get from Coach Prime. You're going to get a man who, quiet as it's kept, is a marketing genius. And I'm going to lay out on this part for just a second. In 1989, Prime, Deion Sanders, signed a contract with the New York Yankees, okay, to play baseball. He took the money, played a little bit of summer ball, AAA, went back to Florida State. But when he went back to Florida State for his final year of football, he was ineligible to be on scholarship because he was, by definition, a professional athlete getting paid by the New York Yankees. So Prime, being the marketing genius that he is and was before his 21st birthday, looked up and said, oh, I'm going to make this work for me. I will walk on at Florida State. But since I am walking on at Florida State, I also am going to call agents. And I'm going to tell them, we are about to go make some money. Because all of the rules around amateurism no longer pertain to me. So I am going to start living the life of a man who's got a little money in his pocket. And I am going to take every opportunity to boost my draft stock so that when I go into the NFL draft for that 89 season, so 88 into 89, that I will be one of the first 5 players off the board as a quarterback, which at the time was unprecedented. So he did not play his last year at Florida State on scholarship and bet on himself. Introducing the image to name, image, and likeness. He is the inventor and innovator of all of this. It comes to him. Deion, prime time.
There's a thing that's called, I believe it's a book that my man had got me. No, Deep Thought Becoming On With Me got me. It was called The Politics of Heroin. On my channel, we talk about drug stuff because I was formerly a drug dealer and all that. So we talk about some of the stuff that's going on with that. We talk about a lot of different subjects. And in this book, it spoke about force multipliers, meaning 1 to 3 people that you can get unleashed in an area that will turn a bunch of other people to be like-minded and create a force out of the people that's there. Force multiplier. Deion Sanders is a force multiplier. So what he's doing when he talked about the kid, wanting the name on the back of the jersey, when he talk about getting these kids, giving them internet handles, Instagram handles and all that, building their popularity, he's building a brand for these young men that they can turn around and cash in on later. Because you see from what I just showed you, that's what he did. You think he didn't teach that to his son? You think the owners of the NFL, especially Jerry Jones that dealt with Deion a long time ago, that wanted to get paid, and Jerry Jones broke the bank to pay him when all other people inside the NFL were saying, no, don't pay him that much. They know what Deion is. They know what Deion is doing. And they know what his son will do as well. As Moore just stated, they know what's coming. This has to do with money. This is a fight from the very top in ownership. And this fight is for survival. Because as the one individual just said about the coaches, coaching jobs, this could possibly be ownership. A lot of it too. Now, to show you, and I got a comment, I'm getting the comment, to show you the positive stuff that this brother is on, I'm going to play this next video in a minute. Let me grab this comment real quick. What you got, more? He's the one who got all the NIL stuff started. It started with college video games. I'm glad y'all see where I'm going now, because I wasn't sure that this would come across. That's why it took me a little time to put these videos together so y'all could kind of see. But I'm glad y'all seeing. I don't feel this is a race component. This is bottom line marketing, branding, and money right here. That's what this all is. You know what I'm saying? As Shannon said, if you could get 15 sacks or whatever, that's all they care about. But when you coming for their pockets, and more people will be coming, this ain't going away. So go ahead, let's run this.
I know Deion Sanders gets a lot of crap for how some things go down at Colorado, but he did something recently that I think deserves a shout out. A running back on the Colorado football team named Charlie Offerdahl, who actually came to Colorado before Deion was hired, suffered a very bad concussion last year and had to retire from football. Anyway, Charlie stood up in front of his teammates the other day to let him know that he's no longer playing football, and instead of just kicking him to the side because he could no longer play, Deion Sanders decided to give him a scholarship. During his speech, Charlie made it clear that Deion has been by his side the entire time, saying, "Coach Prime, I love you, Coach. When you first came here, you believed in me when no one else did, not even myself. I can't thank you enough for that. As a player, you can't ask for anything else in a coach." Charlie went on to say that now that his football career is over, he's going to apply to dental school and even offered to give his teammates grills or veneers in the future. After Charlie spoke, Coach Prime pointed at the camera and said, "If there's someone out there that's in control of a dental school, I want to make sure we take care of them." Deion then went on to ask Charlie how much dental school cost. Charlie said it cost a lot, and then Deion said, "We're going to pay for it." Look, a lot of people say some unflattering things about Deion Sanders when it comes to how he runs his program at Colorado, but what I know is that his former player, who no longer can play, just got a full ride to dental school because Coach Prime said so. So Coach Prime, if you're watching this video, which you actually might be considering you have liked one of my videos in the past, I just want to let you know that I really respect this move. I think it's a great thing that you did.
I forgot to cut that little piece off there at the end, which y'all can see. Now listen, I have to unplug this mic because my crazy butt, my thing about to run out of juice. So I'm about to unplug this mic. If y'all can't hear me, y'all tell me. I'm about to go off the mic of the thing here so we don't get disconnected while we cooking. So hold on here, y'all. I hope y'all don't mind. We all family. You know. Can y'all still hear me out there? Hopefully y'all can. If y'all can't hear me, let me know. Okay, Carmen, what you got? The NFL requires a vote to get into the league as a owner, but Prime could take all of that greatness, upcoming players, and Moore just said something. I believe that was Moore. They said something about the XFL. You know what I'm saying? This is a movement. I hope y'all still hear me out there, people. This here is a movement, man, and it's all about money. It's all about money, and let's not forget. You know, I know. Appreciate you, Carmen. Yeah, this is a movement, man, and it's not going away. It's not going away. Now, let me go ahead and play this other video one. I know I'm playing the hell out of it, but I got to remind y'all. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, More. I knew you said his last name was Greek, Jimmy the Greek, or whatever. That may be a wrestler. I don't know.
If they take over coaching like everybody wants them to, there's not going to be anything left for the white people. I mean, all the players are black. I mean, the only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs. Now, I'm not being derogatory about it, but that's all that's left for them. The black talent is beautiful. It's great. It's out there. But, you know, the only thing left for the whites is a couple coaching jobs.
Yeah, maybe we need to get more black coaches, don't you?
Oh, it's all right with me. Okay, I'm sure that they'll take over that pretty soon, too.
That's what all this is boiling down to. That's what this is boiling down to, people. This is a fight about money. This ain't no fight about color. It didn't transcended past that. And I got some statistics that I'm going to show y'all at the very end, and I'm sure Carmen going to be to appreciate. Okay, we being nosy because more on Carmen over here talking. But I gotta see what's going on because I'm nosy as hell. It's funny you said that Kobe Bryant has a deal to start. Whoa, I didn't even know that. See, that's what I love about y'all. We learn from each other. Y'all be kicking. I didn't know that. And that makes me think a whole nother thing about that Kobe Bryant situation now. I didn't know that. Y'all see the more always put me up on game. Oh, see that. There you go, Carmen. There you go, right there. That's how. There you go, Carmen. What do you say? I mean, Carmen. How do I say this? I can't say that it's not, but you know what? The video I'm gonna play at the very end because, Carmen, I do believe it's all about the money. And the only time I think color comes into it, I'm talking about not for us or people that's not that top 1%. That top 1 or 3%, it's not about color to me, to them, to me. And I'm going to show you at the very end why I say that. Now, to me, the whole color or race aspect is for someone that don't have no money. Now, let's not forget when racism started. The whole idea of race. It started 1672. Was it 16? Y'all forgive me. It's 1668 to 1672, somewhere there. Bacon's Rebellion. It all started out there in Virginia because the government was about to collapse because you had the white tea people and black people that teamed up together. You college educated, Carmen, you know this. And it almost overthrew the government. Then they had to come to an arrangement that they had to separate us. We started out fighting together. And the only reason that construct was created in privilege, now here's the thing. People think privilege when they speaking of white tea people and black. No, the term privilege came about when King John, Magna Carta, signed an agreement with the Pope, Pope Honoris. And when he gave over sovereignty to England and picked up the ownership, the holdings of Ireland and Scotland, he signed a treaty of 1,000 years. And within that treaty, the Pope Honoris gave him privilege to keep his royal celebratory things and things. Privilege. Privilege comes from the word private. We cooking in here, Carmen. We cooking. But you know what? You got to ask more. We get ready to go heavy. So we're going to keep it on sports. But that's what I'm saying. But I got some proof, Carmen. Give me a minute. I'm going to show you the proof on why I'm saying what I'm saying. And it's going to make sense to you. Okay. Let me get these other couple of comments that we're going to move on again. Okay. Yes, his name is Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy the Greek. You know, I be messing up names more. You be having to get me tight. If you ever watch the full interview, he says more stuff too about how you were able to run faster. Yeah, bone structure and all that. That's why I showed this video right here, even though I was kind of just bringing some humor in it, because I know it's a very tense conversation for some when I showed this video right here.
All right. Now the rest of you kids can go with those two losers right
Whoa. What the hell's going on over here?
Pick my team.
No, you can't take all.
I can't pick the...
You can't pick all.
Should I not
You
pick?
know exactly what you've done. Okay, everybody back.
So that's why I put that in there for a little bit of humor. Let me get a few more, the rest of these comments, clean these up. Then I'm going to get on through these last few videos. Okay, my man Percy up in here. Man, Percy, where the hell are you at? We've been on here. I've been looking for your ass for the last hour. More than disappeared. Now he didn't show back up, then your goddamn ass disappeared more. Percy, where the hell was you at? What up, though, baby? Happy to see you finally got up in here and fuck with your people, man. This NFL owner hate for primetime is ridiculous. Yeah, because primetime coming for their money. And primetime creating a whole little bunch of minions, force multiplying people that's about to come for their money. That's what all that about. But you're right, Percy. Cooking. Oh, yeah. You know, you know, I believe you probably do know where I'm going, because y'all know how y'all black woman is. Y'all be figuring out what the fuck we be thinking about before we even think about it. More know what I'm talking about it. But you right. And I you know, you probably goddamn like more. Y'all be figuring shit out. I ain't talking to you more, Carmen. You gonna start some. Okay, they were yeah. But again, for them, for real, the race issue is for broke niggas, broke people. They not dealing in race. They dealing in commerce. They're dealing in commerce. But I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too far. Okay, you're a history teacher, Carmen, so you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But I don't want to go too far, because I'm going to end this thing off just right. And then if y'all want to go further than that, we can. Okay, I only got a few more videos, and I'm going to get to that point there, Carmen. But I know you got to know where I'm going so you understand what I'm saying with Bacon Rebellion. That was an economic creation right there. You know what I'm saying? And it was for the elites. And the NFL owners are elites. Okay, here we go.
Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great-grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Because, baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is where we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take, or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning.
That dream. And you don't think that we getting it misconstrued? That man's speaking about a dream. Excuse me. And his son is the continuation of a dream.
I did it when I was at Jackson State. I did it when I was at Colorado.
Stop believing them lies. Stop believing them lies. They gonna talk because that's all they know how to do.
People, sometimes the moment can be too big for certain people. This moment is too big for Shiloh. That's why Shiloh out there swinging on people and doing that. It's too big for him. But that's why even throughout Shedeur's whole college career, you heard his daddy speak highly about him. He poured more into him because he knew he had the temperament. He knew he had the... So the legendary may not be for the field. He may end up being the martyr. That's why in the thumbnail, I got the throne of crowns. He may be martyred for a cause that deals with commerce. And I know you're going to get at my head, Carmen, but I don't believe it has nothing to do with race. Race is a commercial construct for the broke. The elites care nothing about race. They care to liquidate what everyone has. It's just a certain demographic of people never keep nothing they got. And they spend it everywhere. That's what we're about to talk about right now. That's what I'm about to show y'all a little bit of. But let me show you this last video before I get to the climax. This last video right here is going to show you that he trained this boy well. I gave y'all a hint earlier, but here we go one more time.
I'm just excited for all of them. I gifted a lot of receivers the prime DT96s. You know, a couple of them had them on. So I just gifted a couple of them, like the main receivers going into this game. You know, I gifted them some cleats. Some wore them, some didn't. But I was like, okay, this is just my little appreciation gift to them. Because they don't be having a lot in stock. So I couldn't do everybody. I wish I could.
Is he really talking to the reporters, or are he talking to his fan base? Or is he talking to his consumers? That boy out there selling shoes. He ain't giving a hell about nothing the Browns talking about. He had an opportunity to get in front of that camera, and he's selling shoes. Where you think he learned that from? What you got, Carmen? Yes, ma'am. East side all day. Born bred. For sure, for sure. What we got, Barnes? Just here to answer the original question. The NFL definitely colluded to screw Shedeur over. Barnes, if you're still out there, this is bigger than Shedeur. This is much bigger than Shedeur. This is much bigger than one person. This right here is a changing of an era. And as more pointed to, you had Ed O'Bannon of UCLA that started the pursuit. And then I think it was more put me up on the fact, or was it Carmen? One of them put me up on the fact, the whole NIL thing that his daddy created as a very young man with these gaming systems. That's what this is about. So the collusion of the NFL is just the owners hiding behind the NFL shield, because the money that a Shedeur Sanders could make, not just for labor, because Shedeur Sanders was going to come for some of that money of them butts being in the seats, of them jerseys being sold. In the music industry, they call it a 360 deal, money around the board. And they know they would have to give it to certain caliber of athletes, and would happen to give that type of money up, just like Jimmy the Greek said, that more put me up on. He talked about the coaching jobs that assume belong to certain people. The ownership will too. So Shedeur is legendary. Legendary, maybe not for what he's going to do on the field, as Moore said, or either we'll see murder. He may end up going to the XFL and burning it up over there, which would be a hell of a shot to them, because it ain't over. It ain't over. It's bigger than him. This is a moment in history that comes along not very so often, to where the shift is coming. What we got? Y'all got to excuse me. I've talked too much. If it was only about the money, then Shedeur is a cash cow. It's about the breaking the Sanders family for believing that they could. I don't believe that, Carmen. I get what you're saying, and you have a premise for what you're saying. And the only adjustment that I would make to what you're saying, I will make the Sanders brand, starting with the father, as the force multiplier, and him showing the game to the rest of them kids coming along. That's what I mean by force multiplier. I'm gonna have to fix this camera in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And getting these kids to believe he is coming for everything the elites have. And I'm gonna show you in a minute, Carmen. Hold on, let me try to fix this camera. Hold on, y'all. He's coming for everything that the elites have. I'm about to show you this in a minute, Carmen. I'm about to show you this. Give me a hot second. Okay. I see what you're saying here, Carmen. I don't disagree. But again, no disrespect to anyone. The concept for me of race or any of that is for broke people. I ain't no rich nigga either. I'm just going to say that. Because it is a political construct to keep people divided that at one point teamed up to fight against the elite structure. Excuse me. Understand, when Bacon's Rebellion happened over here, you had a new aristocratic class that were plantation owners. That was a new aristocratic class that did not exist over in England. You know what I'm saying? And they went ahead and implemented the feudalistic system over here. And they got the benefit from it. So you have to realize at that time, not to get too heavy in this, at that time, the most valuable asset of this country was the slaves. It was more, and I'm quoting a professor, I can't remember his name right now, but it's in the book Capitalism and Slavery. Matter of fact, right here, Capitalism and Slavery. Eric Williams, former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, right here. He even explains in here how the whole legal system was set up in this country based off of former slave laws and things of that sort. And it was created for the purpose of commerce. For the purpose of commerce. Now, and I want to show you this comment. I appreciate that. But I mean, I don't, you don't need to agree. I'm not saying this in a mean way. I don't want you, if you see I'm messing up, push me. And if it's something I don't know, I'm willing to admit it because I'm trying to learn too. Now, let me, oh no, we are. Let me go to this last video that I'm gonna play here. And this to go ahead and put the icing on the cake. And then I'm gonna show you guys a few things. Okay, let's go to this.
Don't think of the African American community as just a collection of consumers within the United States, but think of it as a sovereign economic force, as a nation with its own global trade relationships. Like I said, if we took African Americans as a separate economy, it would be worth over $1.6 trillion in consumer spending, 1.8. That's larger than most countries. But the question is, are you just a market to be exploited? Or will you assert your own interests in global trade? See, this is exactly one of the issues that colonized countries have always had to struggle with, controlling their own trade relationships. Look, the only reason that countries like China or India or Japan or South Korea sell as much as they do in the United States is because of you. Your spending power fuels entire industries, yet you have no direct relationship with the nations that you trade with. Instead, your role is reduced to being passive consumers, while corporate middlemen dictate the terms of trade on your behalf, but not in your interests. Why are you allowing yourselves to be a colony when you should be a nation? I'm saying take direct control of your global trade. Ask yourself this: if African Americans had a sovereign economy, would you let foreign nations extract your wealth without negotiating fair terms? You know, would you allow others to speak for you in trade deals? Or would you send your own trade ambassadors to China, your own trade ambassadors to India or to Africa or to Europe to negotiate on your own behalf?
Now, see, I see the comments there, and I'm sure you in one of them, Carmen, because your ass been busy tonight. Y'all see what I'm saying now? So what Deion is creating or has created, and what he's showing these boys to do, and this is why these owners, or as Barnes said, the NFL or the owners are screwing over Shedeur. You see why now, Barnes, if you're still out there. Because Shedeur is going for the juggler. He's going for the leverage to negotiate with all these different entities himself. Before, we never worried about that. Before, the players never worried about that. They let the NBA negotiate a package for television or commercial rights. They let the NFL negotiate, and they let the NFL tell you you're going to wear this on your uniform, or you're going to wear that, and you can't wear this, you can't wear it, because of what they negotiated. And then they give these players a piece of the money that they negotiated for using their name, image, and likeness. So as the gentleman just stated, I messes up his name, but I'm sure y'all might have seen him a number of times. He's talking about the wealth of a community. Now, don't let me stop here. I'm going to get y'all comments in a minute. Don't let me stop here. Let me go ahead and show you this. What that say right there? Nails, that's dealing with TV. Annual report highlights these new trends amongst consumers. What that say? Global measurement. I think that's measurement. No, this shit's small. I can't see it. Annual intelligence report suggests Americans spend, look at that, 2.1 trillion by 2026. 2.1 trillion by 2026, man. And you wonder why they start making more movies with your image in it. Because the most of the money is with you. But we're not going to stop there. We're not going to stop there. Hold on. Hold on. What you got there? Black spending power is projected to exceed 2 trillion by 2025, with some estimating putting it at around 1.98 trillion. This figure represents significant economic influence, but there are ongoing discussions about how to leverage this power to build wealth and economic stability within. Talk to me, I talk back. Talk to me, I talk back, people. Like I keep telling y'all. And I hope y'all subscribing out there, follow me and all that. Because more C Money, Thomas, and a bunch Supreme, he ain't up in here today. We get to the end over here. But we bring the facts. And I don't debate race. I don't get off into race. Because there's a whole lot more, and I'm an avid study of actual history. Matter of fact, let me show y'all my book here that I released. The Spiritual Currency. If y'all could take a look at it right here, say The Spiritual Currency by, of course, me, explores how ancient religions, belief, and influence the modern economic system. The book explains how religious doctrines shaped early financial practices, including banking, trading, ethics, and the concept of debt and credit. It delves into how institutions rooted in religion tradition evolved into today's financial government structure, affecting economic growth, capitalism, and the geopolitical order. I'm gonna get y'all comments in a minute. You know what I'm saying, people? So this is what I need y'all. Let me look and see. I don't know what the hell it said. Oh, that's the same thing I already had. You know, so subscribe, man. If you want to check it out, check that book out, man. It's a good book. It's on audio over there on Amazon. It's 100 and some pages. It's real quick. Let me get these comments real quick here. Okay, where we at here? This is my man Moore. It's all about equity. That's what it is, man. It's commerce. Whenever you hear, and I wish y'all get my book and read it. More read my book, and I appreciate you more for it. When you read it, you will see what it is, man. When you hear somebody talk about something having to do with race, no disrespect to nobody, but that's a peasant's discussion. Because they don't understand the true aspects of what's going on. It's all about equity and commerce. There's so much money out there that these athletes were leaving behind and they didn't know it. The league and the owners were keeping that for themselves. That's why the NFL is attacking that kid. And that's why legendary won't mean what he initially meant for it to mean. because they see him coming. Well, here go my girl here. What'd you say now? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I was trying to impress you, Carmen. I was trying hard because you're a tough cookie. What you got here? And now, there's more. Now it's come out that the NFL and NFL Players Association were colluding together to keep. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? And if you get my book, you'll also see how religious aspects within the community was doing the same thing. Who's doing the same thing? It's the same playbook to keep people not aware of your actual value. We don't know our purchasing power. I hear a lot of people talking about this white, black, this and that and all that. That's garbage. That's garbage. And I implore y'all to stop paying attention to it, because you got your Umars and people out there and that's hustling off of it. People, pay attention. Whenever people start saying certain things, watch your back. That's why I encourage y'all to go get my book and look at how this whole system was structured. I go back to BC. More tell you, and I show you how the whole thing was structured. It all has to do with commerce. That's it. The whole race thing is to keep us separated so that top percentage can continue to exploit us. That's it, folks. There were more black-owned businesses before segregation. There it is. There it is. But there's an awakening coming. There's awakening coming, and it's based on commerce. That's what it needs to be. And to go off into the long, when Martin Luther King ended up disappearing and all that, what did he start talking about? He started talking about economics, money. You see what I'm saying? So that's why this is going on, people. Don't be fooled by it. I want to show y'all a little something at the end here. This is a shameless plug for myself, for my other book. Let me get y'all to check this out real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get out y'all way. Where is it at? I think this is right here. Chapo starts to tell me that he only dealt with one other black guy. And I can't remember what he said, the 90s or when. He said he dealt with one other black guy before. The black guy never cheated him. He said they did real good work, but then he just up and disappeared. He said he didn't owe him no money. He just disappeared. He never seen him. And he said that was the only black guy that he worked with. You're not going to disappear on me, are you? Like that. And I'm like, no. You know, I'm going to say yes. Listen, let me tell you something, my friend. I need you to know this. He said that at the end, this right here, he did it. He said must always end up in the hand of a black man.
What?
The cocaine must always end up in the hand of a black man.
What did you think he was trying to tell you?
It meant a whole lot more to me later. What he was telling me is that you are the most important variable. And if I have a direct link with you, like I had with the other black guy that I worked real good with, we made plenty of money. So he's giving me a history. I have worked with somebody black, so me and you could work together. And basically saying this guy made a lot of money and he just left. And I want you to know at the end, you are the most important variable because you have access to the market. Yeah, and my last word, you have access to the market. When I went over there into Mexico, dealing with the cartels, I was crazy, stupid as hell, but young. I brought over tons of work into this country, which I'm not proud of. But what I did, I was representing a market. And I negotiated for the market that I had access to, that they wanted access to. And I negotiated numbers way down because I represented the market. That's why I kind of start seeing stuff the way that I seen it. People, here are my books here. I broke it down into 3 volumes because it's super long. Okay, it's on Amazon too. That's my whole book right there. This is the podcast that I did that's up to like 1 million views just on the overall, and there's over 1 million on some of the clips that he got out, little snippets from it. Okay, it's on Amazon. You can purchase it in volumes as ebooks. You can also do audiobook if you want to listen. and it's all the details in there. And I keep it pretty much how I keep it on here, gangster. You know what I'm saying? Let me grab these 2 comments. Let me get out y'all face because I've been talking y'all to death all night. And Carmen, you've been coming for me. You've been coming for me. Don't think I ain't noticed it. I'm glad I got my nigga Moore up in here and a few of my other cats to keep you up off of me because you've been coming for me. And don't think I don't see it. What you got, Moore? The video I'm talking about is like an unauthorized Oh, okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Damn, Moore, you always peeping out some shit. How the hell you gonna teach me something about myself? What you got, boy? I'll get the book, but I get what he means about commerce, but there is a racial aspect to it all. Carmen, when I speak about race, I look at stuff on a timeline, and I got this from Dr. John Henry Clark. I got this from him. He said, if you want to win a debate, because at some point with a debate, somebody can be just as good as you, you have to add in historical precedents. Okay. He said, but to win a debate, take the person to the timeline. And they can give the timeline of when something started, and you can debate and predate the point that they're making, you win the debate. And my point is, you can go to the timeline and look at when the concept of race or racism started. But the aspect of commerce and the execution of how commerce was exploited on the people, the elements of racism existed before the actual concept of race. Now, here's the thing. You had Bishop Cannabis, and that's in my book, of Ireland. That was a bishop there. He came down, I think, into Angleland. Angleland was the name of England because those people were called Anglos by the Romans. And he got brought up before the commission of the Catholic Church in the 4th century. And he said, we are all of different races. The first time I've seen that term used, and speaking about the French, the Dutch, and classified them as different races. So the concept of what we see going on today, and see, Carmen said Anglo-Saxon, that's 2 different groups. That's not the same one. It's Anglo and Saxons. It's 2, not 1. Okay, so my point is this. What we're seeing going on around the world already existed in their world. But what happens when you become the leader of the world, you get to export your culture all over the world. There's a word, R-E-S, in Italian, res, I believe that's what it is. And this particular word is defined as property. Okay, it's defined as property. The property concept for people already existed over in their lands. It did not exist in other lands. But when they came up with the agreement to come together, the doctrine of discovery agreements, this is all in my book, then they exported it to the world and made everyone else property. Okay, I'm talking too much. Okay, so I mean, but Carmen, to make my point, that's the only thing I was talking about. So when I say that, that's what I'm going by, because I see the concept like the state, the concept of the state. The concept of the state was also expressed with city-states. The concept of state was in existence before there was a state. It existed in practice. Okay. But I thank you for getting the book. And I mean, Carmen, please let me know what you think about it, because it's important. Let me know. I want to know. No, I agree with you. No. Listen here. I'm sure you're a sister, and we understand that the sisters is always right. Us brothers, we don't want no smoke. Okay. But no, Carmen, you are right. It's just what I'm saying is from no, you're absolutely right. In the you're right. Because me and you'll go back and forth all day, Carm. But you're right. It's always about the money. They just use race aspect to throw everyone off, pretty much. But at the end of the day, it's about the money, and that's all they care about. That's all they've ever cared about. Um, what's up, Johnson? Happy to see you up in here. We have no allies. Yep, John Henry Clark. I have, you know what, man? I have before, and it's crazy. I was, and I mean, we talk on here. We family. We talk on here. Before I went to the federal joint, man, I'm bringing in all these tons of them things, and I actually had books. I had bought like 40 or either 50 lectures of John Henry Clark. And that's what helped me with a lot of my studies and pointing me to the books to go look at and all that. So yeah, Johnson, I mean, you're right. Man, I ain't seen you up in here, man. If you get an opportunity, subscribe, man. We love to have you up in here, man. We just in here building. Okay, I already seen that one, Carmen. Primo, I'm talking about that Kobe Bryant video that's on Apollo's page. You know what? I seen him, and it's a couple of which I shouldn't have got tripped out, but the bishop is on a lot of good stuff. But some of the stuff he said, it kind of messed with me a little bit, which I should know how to look past that because it's all about getting the knowledge. But he was dropping so much other stuff because he really messed me up, man, when he said something about talking about the Nephilim and say they were the Gregories first. Then the Russian guy said something about, he said, yeah, but the Nephilim were females. I was like, whoa, that blew my wig back there. Because I've been studying something. I've been studying something that was showing the influence of the female before our modern day understanding of spiritual or religion came along. And I looked that stuff up, man, and we didn't think about it. It talked about the Nephilim, the sons of God breeding with the daughters of men. Not, well, I mean, we at the end, we kick it sometimes, people. But the sons of God breeding with the daughters of men and brought forth mighty men. But when have you noticed anyone bearing children that didn't have a male or female? So when I started digging, it showed that these women also brought forth female Nephilim. And these female Nephilim were taught by the gods to be priestess, oracles, and things of that sort. Man, that's deep, bro. It's deep. So yeah, I might have another book coming, y'all. I don't know. But good stuff, Moore. Matter of fact, Moore, you was the one who told me about the bishop. You kept telling me about it. I finally went over there and looked at it. Okay, Anglo-Saxon are German descent. Okay, Carmen, you're going to keep coming for me. Carmen, I hope you're still out there. This is what I want you to do. I want you to look up this term. I don't pronounce it right. Yamane or Yamane people. Y-A-M-N-A people or Y-A-M-N-A-Y-A. Okay, that was your first people that came along. Your people, your Anglo and Saxon are Germanic, G-E-R-M-A-N-I-C. Because you're only speaking about certain groups. There are other groups, the Franks and all of those that are also Germanic tribes or clan. These people are the descendants of the Yamane people. The Yamane people were the first coming around, they say 4000 BC or whatever, but I kind of question that. But these people here are the descendants of those. There was a mutation for those people that created these people, the Germanic tribes, and they started out in the northern part of Europe, up around Denmark, Sweden, and all of that. Check that, look at that. You can what do they call that? Chat GPT that thing there, and that'll all come up and you'll be able to see that. They are the descendants of them. That's why they claim the whole thing of Aryan. Aryan, A-R-Y-A-N, are proto No, Indo-European. They are not our current understanding of European. The current European is the descendants of the Indo-European. The Indo-European is your people in Iran, current day Iran, Persia, your Chinese people and all that are your Indo-European. They are Aryan, Aryan. The Aryans that the Germanic tribes claim is from a bishop named Arius, Arius, Bishop Arius of North Africa. He was at the Consul of Nicaea. You'll find that in my book. And his followers were named Aryans. And all of these Germanic tribes were Aryans. Talk to me, baby. I talk back. So you keep coming for me, Carm. I'm gonna crack you damn. It's like I'll just play with no smoke from me. Listen here. Your husband ain't trained nothing. Your husband just got a truce with you to stay up off his back for a minute. That's all. Listen here. A man in any house ain't running nothing unless y'all just want him to get rough every now and then and throw his weight around. But y'all know how to put that in check. So I don't want to hear that mess. Oh, you over there talking more. Okay, more. What you got? At comment. The video is. Oh, I'm all in y'all comment. Yeah, Carmen. The bishop is good. The bishop is good. Some of the stuff he says I question, but I mean that's to be expected. But yeah, the bishop is good. The bishop is really good. Moore is the one put me up on that. Moore put me up on a lot of stuff. Okay, you're welcome. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, man, you two talking. I'm thinking you talking to me. Your ass ain't thinking about me, Carmen. Okay. All right. Listen, people. I thank y'all for y'all time. I think we did pretty good today. I almost talked to y'all for 2 hours, man. This is crazy. But hey, listen, if you can, share this. Share this. You know, tell some people about it or whatever, because I think we built quite a bit in here and we covered a nice amount of things that'll give people other perspectives so they won't get so caught up into some of the lower hanging fruit, and they understand the overall concept of what's going on, and they understand the buying power that we now have. You're starting to get a lot of that because I'm gonna do something about this, about the FBAs and the African thing and all that, because a lot of people are getting upset because now we're starting to see the value that we have in delineation and a lot of other stuff going on. But I want us to do away, be consciously aware, but do away at the front end of your mind every time somebody yell racism, race, and all that. Yeah, does it exist? But at the bottom end of it is always an economic component to it. And be aware of it, people. That's what we got to be aware of. Because, as I always state, I can't state it right now. I got this is my sign off thing, so I got to hold on to it or whatever. Oh, I know, Carmen. Listen here. I just be talking mess because talking mess keeps everything lively and fun a little bit. Love the pie. Hey, I hope that you said you subscribe. I hope you come through and chop it up with us. I see you then created a nice little thing with more there because more keep me in line. I see I'm gonna have you there to keep me in line too. So that's a good thing because it's all about getting the proper information over to people and the correct information. Because sometimes I slip. More catch me. Supreme catch me. I don't know if See Money out there. See Money come with some stuff. Even Thomas, whenever he bring his old raggedy ass in here, he have a little bit for us too. So I mean, we'd love to have you, man. We'd love to have you, so we can build. But at the end of the day, I'm fucking with you, and I hope and pray at the end of the day, you fuck with me. But as I always state, my people, we get next. Deuces.